So, what's your response to what's going on in the world right now? The coronavirus's impact on the economy and the health of our communities. There's a great quote that I just read recently that kind of outlined this for me, and it was this: sometimes you need a crisis to get your adrenaline flowing and help you realize your true potential. That's from Janine Walls. And I thought it was a great quote for the times that we're living in. Your reaction might fall into three categories. You could have the fight, flight, or freeze response to a crisis. And this has actually been studied at length by many psychologists, specifically around airline travel and what happens in air disasters. And if you recognize the guy in the picture there, that's Captain Sully. He's the captain that landed the plane on the Hudson when it had multiple bird strikes on takeoff. And he had exactly 208 seconds to make a decision if he could make the airport or he couldn't make the airport, how to align his plane, how to get it down safely, and he saved every person's life on that jetliner. So the question is, what are we doing in this current crisis? Are we a person that goes into a fight mode? Fight mode means you're digging in and you're working the problem, you're solution focused. Flight mode means you're kind of exiting the situation, looking for the exit, you're quitting, you're throwing in the towel, and you're problem focused. So there's a lot of agents right now that are completely problem focused, right? They're just completely in the moment of everything that can go wrong, and they're not looking at what they could be doing. They're not looking at opportunities, they're only looking at obstacles. And then you get the freeze response, which a large part of the population freezes in place, and they don't know what they should be doing, so they do nothing. And that's where you panic or you overanalyze, and you again are problem focused. And that's where you're completely centered on the media. You're looking at a blow by blow, second by second, minute by minute global analysis of what's happening with the coronavirus worldwide. But is that productive? Is that helping your buyers, helping your sellers, helping your family achieve your goals and really help you stay safe and secure and stable through this current crisis? Probably not. So what can you be doing? Well, if you're like Captain Sully, you're going to fight your way through this problem and you're going to get solution focused, right? I'm going to give you a 3-step method for doing that right now. So step 1 is communication. So how do you communicate with your clients in this time of kind of uncertainty? And here's the answer. First of all, people crave communication in times of crisis. If you think about the last time your family had a crisis, somebody was sick, somebody maybe had passed away, something happened in your family, what happens with families is we all come together. We all start communicating. Even when we don't normally communicate, we communicate much more. Your clients want you to communicate with them. It's really important for you right now to jump out and really start talking to your entire sphere of influence. What do you say? I'm going to give you a script. Here it is. Hey, just checking in with you, reaching out to all my friends this week to see how you're doing with the coronavirus craziness. Now, I'm not taking a position because some people in my database are going to be like, this is a hoax, this is a conspiracy, we're overreacting. And then you're going to have other people that are going to be like, we should all be in a bubble, spray everybody down, that kind of thing. So we just want to kind of feel them out where they're at before we take a position. And then we're going to say, hey, how's it going with you and your family? Let them talk. Is there anything I can do to help you or your family, not just with real estate, but really with anything? And let them just talk to you, right? It's about conversation, it's about connection. Now, because I'm connecting, I might want to also at the same time reach out through social media, not in place of the call, but in addition to the call. Make sure I'm connected with them on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you connect with people. The second thing is I need to make sure that they are in my CRM, and I have a CRM and I'm using it, so I'm collecting data. Third is I need to take notes in that CRM of my conversation, and I need to flag them for next contact. When's the next time I'm going to reach out? By text or maybe by a personal card or a note or an email. What am I going to do next? And of course, every time I'm on a phone call with someone, I'm following it up with a handwritten card, a couple of business cards inside. That's step 1. Step 2 is to identify the opportunities. In this market right now, there are opportunities. I went to my wife's office. She runs a very successful property management firm. Yesterday morning before it was open, and taped to the door was a cleaning company. And what it said on the flyer that they had taped to the door was, would you like your entire office disinfected this week? We'll do that in addition to our first cleaning in your monthly service. What an incredible company that's looking at this not as an obstacle but as an opportunity. Look at Amazon. Amazon's like hiring 100,000 people right now. In my local market, Safeway, Albertsons is trying to hire as many people as they can because there's a surge of activity. People that are selling toilet paper are doing really well. People that sell ammo and guns and board games and video games and streaming services are doing really well right now. They have an opportunity. There's opportunities as well in the real estate market, but we have to identify them. I'm going to give you I think 5 here, things that you can be thinking about right now that are opportunities in the market. One is move-up housing. People can take a house maybe where they got 4.5%, 5% interest a couple years ago and they thought that was fantastic. What if they could go out and buy a house at 3.5% interest now, have very little change in their payment, but upgrade their house? That is a real opportunity in our market. And we need to express that to our clients and say, let's talk about move-up. I'm going to give you an email for that here in just a minute. First-time home buyers. Now, every time the interest rate goes down by 1%, it adds 10% more buyers to the marketplace. Those are the people that were on the edge that could afford their rent, but maybe couldn't go another $100, another $200 up in price. But now that interest rates have come down, they don't have to go up, and they suddenly qualify for a loan that they never could have qualified before. This is the opportunity. We should be reaching out to anybody that's a renter and say, let's take a look, see if you can qualify for a home today. Relocation buyers, people moving from other large cities, large metro markets, maybe into rural markets. Now you could say, I'm either on one side of the fence or the other with that. I'm either in a more rural market, a less densely populated market, which is going to attract a lot of people. By the way, change your marketing remarks. Start talking about sanctuary, escapes. Start talking about retreat. Use those words in your languaging on your listings if you're in a market like that. If you're in a bigger city, it could be that you focus on the listing side of the fence. Talk about, hey, are you thinking about relocating to another area? And focus on that opportunity, because there's going to be opportunities where people want to get out of town. Next one is investors. There's going to be a ton of investors that are going to look for opportunities, and there will be opportunities. They're going to be panicking sellers. Sellers that just want to dump every asset they have and sell it all out. And that's going to be an opportunity in this market as well. So investors are huge. And then last is just looking at your current listing environment, your current listings that you have, and we're having conversations about price adjustments, maybe better terms. People are going to be much more open to that conversation today. So pick your course and then take action as step 3. Last step we're going to talk about today. Now, we talked about move-up housing. Here's one example. I might send this email out to my entire database, and it just says, upgrade your lifestyle, upgrade your house. Did you know that right now is one of the best times in history to buy a home, but it's also one of the best times in history to sell a house? With interest rates hitting 40-year lows, you can lock in a low monthly payment and move up to the house of your dreams, maybe with very little change in your payment. Don't miss this rare window of opportunity. Give me a call today to upgrade your house and your lifestyle. You see the power of that? Where people can say, yeah, you know what, we should start looking for a home. So a few ideas for you to consider as we're all working through this issue across the country. If you're looking to really dive deep into your business, you want to take your business to the next level in 2020, and you're spending more time at home so you have more time to really dive into your business and really peel back the onion, take a look at the Path Performance Coaching Platform over at eRealEstateCoach. That's my coaching platform for agents that really want to go to the next level. We've got 2 versions of it. We've got a basic version. We've got also one-on-one coaching. Dive in there, check it out, see which one fits for you. Set up a discovery call and we can talk about it together. Have a great day, good selling. We'll see you next time over at eRealEstateCoach.com.